Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. Green. This is another in my series of recordings for geometry. I just wanted to make certain you all are aware. We're working on Unit 2. We're working on the lesson on cylinders today. Don't forget, quiz corrections are still available. If you make low grades, please make certain you go out there and make corrections to them. Put them in the corrections drop box. They do add points onto your total, and it does help your grade a lot. Okay? 28 days. Start locking down assignments. You won't be able to go back to them. So if you're missing anything from the first couple assignments, go back. Make certain you get them made up. You don't, it will hurt your grade a lot. Okay? So, where are we? Surface area and volumes of cylinders. Cylinders and prisms are very similar. There is a basic concept here. You're going to find the lateral surface area plus 2 times the base area. Okay? Basically, they're the same. Whereas on the lateral surface area on a prism, we took the perimeter times the height. Here, we're going to take the circumference times the height. It amounts to the same concept. It's easy enough to do. It's not a difficult process. We're just going to have a slightly different formula. So if we're calculating the surface area of this cylinder, we're going to use the circumference formula, 2 pi r. We're going to multiply that times the height. And then we're going to multiply 2 times the base, pi r squared. That's the area of the base. Easy set of formulas. You're sticking the values in and you're solving for this. You got the radius of 18 and a height of 34. All you got to do is say 2 times pi times 18 times 34. Well, that's 1,224 plus 2 times pi times 18 squared. That's 684. Add those together. Multiply it out by pi, you get approximately 5.880. I want to point out to you guys, if in the question they don't tell you use 3.14 for pi, this would be the correct answer. If you don't use that as the correct answer, you're going to be getting the wrong number because they don't want you to extend it by pi. They want you to leave pi in the answer. That's why they do that sometimes. Okay? So, let's look at this cylinder. We've got it sitting on its side, but we can still see what the radius is. It's 1/2 of this diameter that they give us. They show a line going all the way across. That's diameter 50, so my radius is 25. My height, difference between the two bases, 22. Okay? So what do? We go pi, 2 times pi times r, or pi times d, either way you want to look at it, and multiply that times the height. So pi times 50 times 22 gives you 1100. Pi r squared, that is the formula for the area. So you take pi r squared times the height, which is 22. And I don't see them doing that right there. They didn't. Oh, that's the area of the base. Pi r squared times 2, so they get 1,250. And then when you add these two together, you get 2350 pi. Okay? Multiply it times 3.14 if they tell you to. Approximately that number. Okay. Here's another cylinder. What's an example of a cylinder that we see on a regular daily basis? A can, a soda can, right? So what are we figuring? We're figuring how much aluminum there is in the soda can to hold the can of soda, Coke, whatever you want to call it. Okay? This one is saying what is the lateral surface area. So what if we wanted to make a koozie that went around it? We'd need to figure out how much area we'd need for that koozie. So we're going to take pi times the diameter times the height, or 2 pi r times the height. So we take 3 times pi times 4, that's 12 pi, or 37.7. Great application. We just found out that we need 37.7 square centimeters of material to make a koozie to go around that can. Okay? What about volume? What is volume with that same can? Volume's how much Coke is on the inside. So when you say they see on the outside that they say it has so many fluid ounces, that's a volume measurement. How did they find that? They found the area of the base times the height. Okay? Well, a base is a circle in this situation, so it's pi r squared times the height. Here's the radius, 3. 3 squared times the height, 22. 9 times 22 is 198 pi. Multiply it by pi at this point, and we get 622. That would be 622 centimeters cubed of cubic centimeters of volume. Okay? So look at this one. We've got a diameter of 42. That gives us a radius of 21. We need the radius in this situation. So we're going to take 21 squared. That's 441 times 18. It's 7,938 pi. Multiply it by pi if they ask you to. But essentially you're looking at 24,900 cubic centimeters of volume. Okay? How about this one? It's laying on its side, but it's still the same type of a problem. Still a cylinder. Half of the diameter, 4.5. 4.5 squared times 15, 303.75 pi. You multiply that out, 954 cubic centimeters. These problems are not difficult. Okay? Hope you have fun with them. Make certain you work all the problems in the problem set. If you have any questions, make certain you're coming to tutoring on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. And I look forward to seeing you next time.